Alright, this is the second video that I want to enhance your understanding for a first principle by using first principle to evaluate a function, the derivative of a function at this point, right? So then we know that the first principle for a point, which is f prime a, which is defined as the limits as x approaching a for fx minus fa divided by x minus a here. So this is the first principle at a point, which I derive from the first principle from the general form, the first principle. So now, okay, how to using this formula here? Very simple. So we have to know that your a value here is 4, right? So means we put into the formula, we know that f prime a, right? What's your a? The a here is 4, right? F prime a equals to the limits, right? The limits of x approaching a, right? X approaching a means approaching 4. Approaching 4. So your fx, follow that, you have your fx minus with your fa, right? fa is, you substitute the f4 here. So your f4 here will be 1 over square root of 4, right? So your fx minus fa, your fa is f4. So 4, you're putting the 4 here, 1 over square root of 4. So divided by x minus 4, x minus a. See, how I apply the formula is very important here. Now, this is what we want. Okay, so now then we evaluate limits as x approaching 4. So this one you will have 1 over square root of x minus with 1 over 2 over with x minus 4, right? Okay, now what we should do now will be I'm going to equate the denominator here. All right, equate the denominator here. So let's see, you need some algebra knowledge. Okay, so you have to have limits as x approaching 4. So this one you have to multiply with square root of x, multiply with square root of x, and this one also you multiply with 2, and this one you multiply with 2. So on top you have 2 over 2 square root of x, right? 2 over 2 square root of x. This one also you have minus with square root of x over with 2 square root of x divided by x minus 4 here. So as you see that the denominator are the same, so I can combine, right? I can combine this into one single fraction. So which is negative 2 minus 2 square root of x, right? 2 square root of x. So limit as x approaching 4, right? So you will have 2 minus with square root of x divided by 2 square root of x. You divide this one and you divide this one again. So it's like divide the multiple of this one and x minus 4, right? Now you can see, you substitute 4, you're getting 2. 2 minus 2, 0, right? So you substitute 4 here, 4 minus 4, 0, undefined, right? This is the case here. So the case here is undefined. So what should we do? There is a cert here, right? So there is a cert here. So we can use the concept of multiplication of conjugate, right? But in this video, I'm going to teach you a special techniques. Okay, but this technique is only usable for this question here because the x minus 4 can be factorized. As you know that x minus 4 can rewrite as the square root of x to the power of 2 minus with 2 to the power of 2, isn't it? Right? Okay, double check. The square root of x square, square root of x, if you square, you're getting x. And 2 square, you're getting 4. So this is like a square minus b square. A kuasa 2 tolak b kuasa 2. So akan jadi a tambah b. A tolak b. The 2 here. So it's a plus b, a minus b. Right? We apply this concept here, right? It will be even faster. So limit as x. This is for your knowledge, right? If you don't want, you can multiply the conjugate 2 plus square root x, 2 plus square root x. It's much more convenient for you. So, but this one, I want to apply this 2 minus square root of x, right? 2 minus square root of x and 2 square root of x here, right? 2 square root of x. And this one can be further factorized to square root of x plus 2 square root of x minus 2 here. Alright, I have factorized the x minus 4 to this 2. But I look at this one. I know that 2 minus, I also know that means that we have to be very competent in algebra actually, okay? So as if you see that you are very competent in algebra, you can understand easily. You can take out the negative, then you have square root of x minus 2, right? You see that negative, if you take out the negative square root of x, negative square root of x, negative, positive 2, right? So it means I can convert this into negative square root of x minus 2, so that I can eliminate this common factor here. Then only I start to evaluate, right? I start to evaluate. So then I will have having limits as x approaching 4. Then you still have negative 1 on top over with 2 square root of x square root of x plus 2, right? Now you can directly substitute the 4 into the function here. Alright? Okay, I'm going to rewrite this thing here. So it means that your f prime 4, is equals to the limits of x approaching 4 after simplify for so long. Okay, and you have this one, negative 1 over 2 square root of x square root of x plus 2, right? Now you can putting the value of 4 inside, you have negative 1 over 2 square root of 4, right? And you have square root of 4 plus 2, which you are getting negative 1 over 2 times 2, square root of 4 is 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, you have 4, so you are getting negative 1 over 16. So it means that the value of f prime 4 by using first principle will be negative 1 over 16 here. So I hope this question really teach you how to apply the formula. Alright, so that's all.